Unity Broadcasting.
Yeah, street life not easy. The streets no get it, but it the bet. Big Joe, voice of the suffering youth. Wise up, youth man be wise, be wise. Una wise up, get so used be wise, be wise. Wise up, youth man be wise, be wise. Wise up, get so used be wise, be wise. Waiting you gain, youth man. Waiting we gain, we are tell we back, we are tell we back. Waiting we gain, you want for elections. Waiting we gain, we are tell we back, we are tell we back. Waiting you gain, youth man. Waiting you gain, we are tell we back, we are tell we back. Waiting we gain, you want for elections. Waiting we gain, we are tell we back. Let we pray for peace, peace na mama salon. Love each other, love is the answer. Let we pray for peace, peace na mama salon. Love is lovely, let's love everybody. Big Joe. Waiting you gain, youth man. Waiting you gain, we are tell we back, we are tell we back. Waiting we gain, few months for elections. Waiting we gain, we are tell we back, we are tell we back. Waiting you gain, youth man. Waiting you gain, we are tell we back, we are tell we back. Waiting we gain, few months for elections. Waiting we gain, we are tell we back. There's no need to hate, no need for fighting, no more dividing. Nasalo, fire, no the hot fire. Waiting we gain, waiting we gain, waiting we gain. Violent protest and demonstration is not a solution. Waiting we gain. The insides we for come out, now with the youth then die. Waiting we gain, no, waiting we gain. With the youth then kill police, like how we can kill snake. Waiting we gain, waiting we gain. It's sorry. Waiting you gain, youth man. Waiting we gain. We are tell me back, we are tell me back.
We want to win election also. We therefore show say we responsible. Not to me no more. We get for sure say we responsible. We prepared and ready for leadership. Not to beg, not to curse, not to knock, they make anybody win. The election, we don't almost win them. Anything they want that they do, we go make them put hearts by week for good election. So that kind of thing will happen last week, make it not be again. We don't talk about this before, not at all. Yes. I not care the provocation. I not care anything. Where you want to go and lead the country, you think you skin for the thick. Yes. Not to any kind of tease or provoking or make the country.
Pardon, they cost you.
So I beg, we not get for bring police there now. We not necessary for police on ourselves. At the big one, where we not the Canada, we the walk other side then for them bad name they made the go away. But when you don't work, then you say that they felt that they put blood. Then they say down there they're not ready. If we not put me before self, not to me one day they look on all. So at the big, I will let them know you read out the leadership, the win. God says don't matter for it. And this time here, with the winner and with the getter.
Salon people, una kushe, una kawa, una do. This now our favorite monologue program. Well, I want to say big thank you to my colleague who came with the monologue program last week. he did extremely well. Madam Elizabeth, the Iron Lady, ever ready. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I not be there last week, but now the one way step in me should did extremely well. He did so much to me, expectation that it come out very well. So I want to say kudos to Madam Elizabeth. You did well, last week. Well, today I want to talk about the past protests. We want to look at the aftermath of the process. We want to do analysis. We want to assess. Okay. So Drea, hit the star button and share this program far and wide. Drea, just hit the star button as many as you can and share and invite people. This is not the monologue program. We're spending so much time today for talk to Sierra Leonean and analyze and assess. Salon, now everybody get them. Opposition, ruling government, people on the fence. No matter how you position, you call yourself. We all, as long as you come from Salon, we all get the same right. People that get right to express opinion, yes. People that get right to protest, yes. People that get right to destroy peace of others, no. You get right for Hamburg, the other man in your comfort, no. You get right for holy government to account, yes. You get right for ask questions, for get clarity, yes. So these are the things we're talking about. Now, let's begin the whole thing about we say we fend we serve, and what you lead with to we say we fend we serve. A lot of people they talk, oh, it is right. Democracy go with protest, go with demonstration and this. Right. But before you call for demonstration or protest, first let's go into the history of Sierra Leone when it comes to street protesting or events where they happen as possession and procession on the street of freedom. Anytime people they process on the street of freedom, if police not there along, it always leads to things that we will not expect. Say, for example, the days where we be organize intersex in the intersex sport, intersecondary sporting event. At the end of the event, when students they go home, they hit motorcar, they loot people, then shop there. We don't see instances where people take upon themselves for communal streets, it end up to be something unexpected. So if you call for protest, anybody will want to call for peaceful protest and you want to make sure say the protest is peaceful, the first responsibility now that if you be somebody identical, if you come out in the open, if you be seen that okay for the police, because as citizens we get rights to the country, we want to communicate to the president. We'll be talking in the corners, it seems not to be going far. So we want to get the police, the assistance, for aid we, for guide we, for protect we, for get we to the point where we're able to communicate with the president. Sit down and dialogue with the security sector. The reason being, the people who sign for protect lives and property in our country, now the police and the army. Now they're responsible for making sure say peace and calm in our country. Now they're responsible for advice, danger, or for give clients say, okay, it will be peaceful if you go ahead with this. Now they're able to create demarcation so that in the course of your movement, obstruct or affect other person. But if you go call for protest and you faceless, you refuse for sit and make arrangement and come and make ownership of the protest, then it is criminal, is unlawful, And nobody in the world, no government in the world will allow that. I hear people, they make example of America. Oh, America, they allow protest. Not every protest. Before ever America allow anybody for go in the street, one, they get for examine. Then they do thorough investigation. Then they do proper engagement. Then they get people the way they sign up and own up. So that at the end of anything, they go turn to them for be accountable. Also, they will map out the route where they process. You know, if you want to do possession, then they map out the route where you go follow, where not they affect normal life of other people. And they will tell you limitation, which are you for stop, you know, how far you they go and where you they stop. Then they tell you your limitation. In Sierra Leone, how you go make a protest, you don't even know which side you they heading for. Then America, where will they talk about? They're not going to allow protest where the undertone for unseat the president. Anybody say, okay, let us go protest, and they call you on the street for let us demonstrate for unseat the government, they're not going to allow you anywhere. No government will allow that. No, American government, no security personality go be comfortable for give permit and clearance to people for go out calling for the removal of the sitting government. No, it will not happen. Okay, so the reason why they engage the police, they want to know the tone, the undertone. Okay, they want to know waiting at the sincerity about you protest, the purpose of your protest. Is it security bound? It will affect the peace of the country. Then they do all the analysis. Then they say, okay, we have come to realize that your protest not will create any mayhem, so we can allow. But in the event that you realize that your protest will cause damage to public property, it will cause inconvenience to the general good, the general security of the country, then they give you allowance. So I want let people to understand that. The other thing is that the reason why we elect Salon, they always they frown out allowing protests at this time, and because of the political tension, how people they don't hype the injection where they don't put into people, the tribal lyrics, the division, politicians, the utterances, statements that we know they unify, where they divide. We know say people don't flame up, where just sit down on the fence, ready for jump and cause problem. So for prevent anything we will bring standoff and riot, we always say we get time to election. We don't see so many utterances where where it not sound good for the country, it not sound good for the peace of the country. We don't see politicians, they spend money, resources on people for come on air and attack and go against the government and say, you know what, they will make the government unpopular. They will create, they will pollute the mindset of citizens against the government. In the event when this don't take over social media, this tension, or nothing is going on, everything is just making sure that people become dissatisfied. People out of the country become dissatisfied. Even citizens within the country, we so much inside people make them feel say, na salon no more, thing then difficult. The kind of information where we put out there, like every other difficulties where they happen, all the things that where they happen, na salon no more is unique to. Na salon no more fear they go up. Na salon no more thing and the dear. All other countries so safe, thing and cheap, everybody comfortable, now the rest of the world. But we on government, out of wickedness, it just increase the prices, it just they do things them, against the wish of the people. So in the case where people they don't ferment, trouble, they don't incite, they don't brainwash, they don't mislead people. then you allow them in the street, it's not going to be peaceful. In the event when people they don't tell you, say, at all costs, the president, they're out of the country and you're not for return. If for left which side they, if for remain on exile, if for take over the country. There's no sensible person will say than a peaceful protest. No sensible person. All right. Here is the same incitement where only happen series of time in different that instigate people for stand up and confront the security personality. The unfortunate thing happened at McKinney, na Tombo, na Lunsa, you know, because some people then they're out of the country, where for obvious reason, the political party where they support, not they in power, the APC party where they believe in, not they in governance. So they think say the only way for get the people for hate the current government, now for influence them with bad news, for propagate the wrong things, for inside them and push them in the street, set them up. They don't do that, it don't cause unfortunate thing. Okay, so looking at, you know, all that in the way they go on way not right. Any sensible and well-meaning Sierra Leonean go advise a company salon post and say, you know what, not go get confrontation with government, not go out there for be part of riot, not go out there. The election day around. If you not like this president, it's almost, you know, time for election. By next year, you get your democratic right. You get the value where they determine, where they dictate without for take over the country. Wait for that time day, go express your anger, go express your dissatisfaction, go express your displeasure. Why not jump in the street for obstruct peace and calm of the country? When we say this, people become offended. If people be listening the advice we give, we not for long get loss of life. Because all those who unfortunately love their life, they are citizens. They are Sierra Leoneans. It is not a prize, it's not pleasing for you to say Salon person die. It's not a joy, it's not a good news for let any Salon person die. It's nothing good. The same way America value one life of an American, so we value one life of a Sierra Leonean. I condemn any form of killing. But for create riots and ferment coup for unseat government, I also condemn to the highest degree. You know, all the one in science, very important. You know, severally we sit down at this platform for call on Sierra Leoneans, for believe in the government, support the government, because anything will happen, any success of this government, they impact the lives of Sierra Leoneans. And for the betterment of the country. Not allow somebody where they in place of comfort, somebody where they can brag, say, in safe, in protected, nothing will happen to her. Then they push you out there, go for mortgage yourself. Not listen to the influence where they come up from people who are not there in the country. We're not ready for show up. We're not ready for stand up, you know, not ready for buy tickets and go lead you. We said it. Instead, we are regarded for being bad people. And so, few people will believe that, now the right thing for come attack government, for unseat government, they take on the street. The unfortunate things happen. Today, we all, they feel that. Can you imagine that papa will get picking, will do clean, that picking they run to her, he say, hey papa, they make fun. Today, they wake up, that papa not did. That mama, the way, then picking they go come around for us, waiting then at the house, we hungry, we want eat. Today, that mama did not did. Can you imagine the pain that picking that they grow up with? All because bad politicians feel say that for use the gullible people, the vulnerable people as shield for achieve the political motive. Where see the small picking about 20 something, 24 or 29 picking them, where now they in the custody of police, where they bring from different parts of the world for kind involved. Picking that will not get nothing for do with politics, with nothing. We still depend on parents. But people then get confident for put them out there. For expose them to harm. It make I look at Salon and ask why people can be so cruel. Why can people be so wicked? What in picking the young girl for do with your interest? Why you want for put the picking there at stake? Very sad. We all see the clip we just played. The president, the assurance, and the ask where they ask people for be calm. No government not gonna do better in the place of chaos. I've always said it. People say, oh, the reason why one of the justification the bad people that they do, the president not they talk, they talk to we. Why they say government? Now for we get different wings where they engage and communicate. The president gets a defined role for play, so as well as the appointees. When the information minister talk, now on behalf of the president and in government, when ministers go on the radio and tell you about what they do, now the president, because that is why they are appointed. It is not all the time you think, say, small thing the president, you want for Yeri. They say empty noise, they say empty container make beaucoup noise. Why you think, say, the president for left all other things where for do for where they address the where for address the needs and the interest of the people, for can't just all the time for respond to every bit. Why then he appoint people in position? Government are like we body, the human body. You get the head, you get the eye, you get the breast, you get the hand, you get the leg. It is a whole thing. So every of these parts get your own function. You get part for play. When the vice president talk, now the president talk. When the information minister, agriculture minister talk, they all are communicating. Everybody got to, go expect, say, where it comes to issue of addressing hunger, where we get minister of agriculture assigned for oversee and make sure, say, the area of angry is addressed. The president for take the responsibility of the minister for council and begin explain what did happen at the minister of agriculture. We expect the president for come back with the minister of health if I can't explain about well body. Or the president for left, the minister of trade for let you can begin talk about price increase. Then why you appoint those people? Then why we say government? There's division in labor. If there's division in labor, why shouldn't president allow every appointees or all the sectors for be fully functional? Why get for usurp their power all the time? So it doesn't make sense when people say, oh, we president only talk to we. That's blatant lie. He's communicating. Every Thursday there are press conferences where the government, they bring stakeholders in every sector. If they not bring minister of well body today, they go bring minister of agriculture, water resources, minister of youth. Then they bring the ministers to the people. But sadly not, the journalists themselves will get more obligation for disseminate and educate and inform the people. They are the worst people. They are so negligent, they don't even know what they do. They always deviate from reality. In fact, they are the major factor to the problem as alone, because always what they're interested in now something way, not the other way, something way go flame up. No situation. You go listen journalists or the people that say, go tell you the people that say nothing only happen. But you know, journalists, anytime where government they do something, they invite una, they bring una along. Then they call una get representative. All media houses get representative, you know, in the government. They always, anytime where government they do something, they invite them all. But with all waiting they happen, you go on for ask. Such a question when them journalists they ask if they are living in another planet, or why government always they invite them into event or program on their undertaking. So the media people are major factors to some of them. Then the unfortunate thing that they are really happen. And like the president said, power from God they come out to. Today he's the president. Tomorrow can be any other person. If you not allow for let it achieve the intention we get for the country. Now the same salon people that go suffer. The same salon people there. If you refuse for let the president to work for the people, if he obstruct every bit, if he they blackmail and scare away people, not for going to the country for invest, you're not doing it against the detriment of the president. You're showing hate to the people of Sierra Leone. You're really showing true hate to the people of Sierra Leone. I see few key things will come out positive out of this whole attempt, you know, for unseat the government. Government, past and present, be don't find out very difficult for we treat them free and safe for pedestrians. We treat them be don't come a place where nobody not comfortable for pass. But because of what happened, they say do evil that good may come. I think one of the positive things we take away from this whole event now that the street now is being protected and government is taking over, and at least we streets are becoming the real street. Structures where people will make use of, not only possessing the street, but we also ask the government and make sure say the Sewa market is made available for let people then get side for do their trading. If you possess it, has been always a very tough task for government for get people off the street. If this incident has happened and the government has used this for possess and make the street safe, make sure say all the market then safe and accessible to these traders so that they will continue their daily activities. That are the positive. The positive things again will come of it. People will always they downplay and we feel say violence. Now the best alternative. Those who are affected today, we now see them think say no, the better way for go. And we now see even the one that will be very much agitated, gladly for insight, are now denying their words. We don't see now it is taking a U-turn. People now they play double standard. People that will be they preach tribal message. Somebody like Samoga will be they tinap. They preach tribal message. Now it is twist on. The mayor will be say, he thinks say the worst set of people, you know, go work with them. Today they turn twist. So we see now tongue they change. Because push not come pass up. We see now the government don't take the well-being of Sierra Leoneans very serious. And you know now say any rumor, not like a smoke fire they be in. So you know they get for be on their guard. So it is now very clear that the negligence in intelligence gathering has become a concern in government. Now it's been waked up, you know, they've called them to task for being on top of intelligent gathering information, not for play with information. If it don't happen, no. But if it don't happen, something good has, we have seen things that way don't come of them, where things say it's good for the country. It better happen at this time for put in better address mechanism and go into the election peaceful for decide without any run that we for all wait at the cause of during the course of election we face such a problem. With this, we think that we can come back and make proper arrangement and put the rightful measures in place so that Sierra Leoneans 2023 go be assured for go out there and make their own decision. If you don't want this president, it is your right. Nobody force you. That is why it is secret ballot. You go in there, you go with your conscience, and decide for the better. The president is doing extremely well, and in his second time, it is a choice. It is nobody not going to take that away from you. But a handful of people not for things say that for hold the country to ransom, for satisfy power thirst politicians, people that were desperate, people that were power hungry. No. At the end of the day, none of these politicians lost their beloved ones. Their beloved ones are protected. That common person where they already struggle from turn 1 to 2. Now end up for being victimized. Now end up for fall, victim. It's really sad. It's sad. So then double standard where we they see now, people that they can't play double standard, they can't show say then are more of a Catholic than a Pope. They're more holy past the angels in heaven. Oh, it's late. You cannot be there for, imagine even Akisoya always on the pollute the mind of the world that nothing good is happening in our country. Oh, there's this. You create some messages you put out there, inciting, calling. When people buy into that, then you want for canton twist. That's dishonesty. If you don't create hate, you don't pollute people's mind, your supporters, your followers. Somewhere go up and talk things the way they incite the one that we believe in. Then they see opportunity. You think they're not going to make use of them? So, as politicians, you get for know what they say. We all get obligation to the country. We all get responsibility. We get with people that are out there. But if things can get a saloon, now we all, because 99% of the people in this saloon, the same market that they, everything at the same transportation, the same market that they use, everything. Why would I be comfortable for letting Tiangapa with people? I want to see the cheapest commodity for letting people that afford. But something that is global, why we want for just limit them to salon for cost problem? Why we want for take advantage of the vulnerable people, misuse them, and expose them arm's way? It's really sad. It's really unfortunate. Like all those who are coming up now, like, asking for thorough investigation and make sure say this issue is really, really addressed and will not get to this again. I really want, let it not be like the other investigation where we go begin there, it die along the way. We'll not see out of, like the president spoke very tough. Now we see that not only by words, but by action. They implement, they bring to justice, they bring to task. It's good to set precedent and example so that anybody where they think of evil go reframe. And the area where government go able to tackle all this mess where they happen, and this area of the cyber. The reason why so much resources, time, energy was spent for getting cyber act, now for clamp down on them unfortunate thing there. But if we not see them in effect, it's just there on paper, but we not see the practicality, then it is baseless. Then in fact, it's misuse of the resource of the state. There was so much energy, time, state resources put into this cyber act. It is now be passed. Why not taking effect? Another important thing why I see they happen are that, the bilateral relationship with different countries, we say we get inciters. We say we get people that we don't declare as terrorists for ferment chaos in our country. Seem not to be anything admirable. Because our bilateral relationship for aid, the reason why would they go into that bilateral relationship, the reason why would they get and interconnectivity with countries, not because the globe is a small world. Somebody for able to help you address your own problem. Nobody not for able for host people in the country for create problem back home. We get embassies, we get representative. What are they doing? For engage government of different jurisdiction for bring those people who have declared themselves enemies of Sierra Leone to justice. If government really want for truly address this issue, they want for go to the bottom. They know the problem. Let the international relationship be seen effective and working. Let us see the bilateral relationship being fully functional. But you go see the terrorists then go snap in the open in another man's country and say, no, nobody not do me this. I go do this. I go, it's unfortunate. So, ladies and gentlemen, be wise up. You not go die and come back. Now that every man for realize where you don't die, your time don't done. Life very precious. Now you get for value your own life. Because when it is out, now a few minutes or few hours of cry after that, there's a life get for move on. You don't go. Not allow. Not for die for something where not worth dying for. Let God will make you take you now. But not go expose yourself, not go confront death, not go challenge, not go give yourself up to die, foolishly like that. Make use of your time on earth. Make productive use of your time on earth. Engage yourself in meaningful things. The Bible says, out of we sweat, now will they eat. So not to somebody go can put on. You see, one thing where people get for realize that there's no way you can turn around the word of God. The Bible says, before you eat, you go sweat. Then I think nobody no go jump. So if you say they work, you get for sit down for let somebody else work for let you eat. It's unfortunate. It's because of man's sin and fell short of the glory of God, the cost upon man are that out of the sweat we go eat. So if you don't want to eat out of your own sweat, you want to let other man, it will not work. The Bible says there's dignity in labor. When you work for what you live by, there's respect attached to it. They say, free thing not good thing not cheap. The reason why we did BN today now because we depend too much on free. Now it make then other countries how they take advantage of their smaller country because we they look up because we don't want to be self-productive. So I want to encourage you all. For engage in something where go make your life meaningful, for make your life better. Okay? If you're not a politician, if you're not a businessman, hold your business with 2 hands. If you're not a farmer, and from there you eat, hold on with 2 hands. So don't allow let somebody spoil your daily living, your existence. I want to say thank you to all of una way. Don't take una time for be part. We go continue for admonish and encourage una. Be a responsible citizen. Be a dutiful citizen. Be productive citizen. Any side where you did. Value others' life like how you value your own life. Not expose people to arm's way. Not push people out there. You know, let's take responsibility very serious. Let's be one another's keeper. The same way you like yourself, where you not go and let person push you for go die like that, not push other person for go die like that. The same way you not go and let trouble meet you in a house, not call somebody for let trouble meet them. Let you not able to get time for sleep. You not get rest. So we continue for bring una the good thing. No government not in the way perfect. But every government make frantic effort for do what they can do. And this government is very much determined. It is very clear. We see the effort for educate a child is very costly. When government decide, one of the best thing where anybody go wish for, now for that we get your future well educated. If they invest, the biggest thing we will take home, investing in with future, and the best thing we picking them, educating. When we have an educated nation, then we not go find we say we did today, because we go be very much productive. So let we engage with civility. Let we be civil in we approach, and let we take temperament and anger. There's too much of political tension, too much of insightful statements on love, good. So until we come again as a team tomorrow for defeat lies, I've been yours truly, and please continue for hit the stars. That star button, hit them, and be part of the Unity broadcasting. Support Unity for progress, because we move into election. The only reliable platform where we'll go even at the deadly zone, a Unity platform, we don't prove it. And we want to bring full coverage of the election. That can only happen when we fully support. The GoFundMe page is out there. Go out there, make your contribution. For that we equipped and be able to deliver to the people and bring the expected information we will not deserve. So we always do live. We don't believe in second-hand information. When they happy, we bring them, fili, bring them, you see them, koju, we bring them to you. And so this is the reason why for support we. So much love to Una again, and hope we'll see you tomorrow.